back for another build in ESG Football 24, free-to-play online football. 11 on 11, 7 on 7, supposed to drop this year, 2024 is what I've heard. Once I hear anything on expected timelines and dates, I will let you know, as always, baby. For the first time, we're building a punter crew, and it's the man, all-pro punter, Hall of Fame media personality, Pat McAfee. You probably know him best from his show, Pat McAfee Show. He's on the NFL, NCAA college football. This guy is a media personality, but he was also an incredible punter for the Indianapolis Colts. Played from 2009 to 2017, and this guy could lay the wood, man. He had one good hit that I can think of. It's cool. He's a nice, refreshing personality in the space. He puts, such a different perspective from being a player in the league, and he has a lot of charisma, and it's just a nice person to have in the space for football. Very refreshing ideas, and it's cool to see all the guests that he has on the show and what he's been able to build in his career. So it's gonna be fun building this one out for our first punter, Pat McAfee. If you enjoy this, be sure to drop a like, hit the sub and notification, and in the comments below, let me know what other builds that you would like to see. Let me know what other games that you would like to see on this one, crew. Do you want to see more gameplay videos of NCAA, Madden, or do you just want to see other sports? Let me know, crew. It'd be extremely helpful to hear that, and we will get into this one. Pat McAfee, Indianapolis Colts punter. Let's go. This one's going to be fun, crew. Building our first punter, Pat McAfee. He is a media personality. See him everywhere, from his Pat McAfee Show and everything that he does on that podcast to being on ESPN, covering the NFL, covering college football. He was also on the spring football leagues. He adds a fresh twist into the reporting or that media space for football, because he gives his honest thoughts and opinions about players, the game itself. And he's also had a back and forth this week on ESPN about, the upper management in ESPN try to throw mud on his name in his show. So it's really cool to have somebody who stands up for themselves in the space, that's honest with the players, that has that a great reputation with the locker rooms. And it's cool to build this one out, crew. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And man, if there's any other punters you want to see on this one, crew, let me know. I know Pat McAfee and some others that are spinning in my mind, but I remember this guy playing for the Indianapolis Colts. He participated in that Super Bowl when he first got on his rookie year, where they lost to the Saints. And man, this dude played at West Virginia. Just an overall seems like just a fresh personality in the space, and a great guy overall from what I can tell from watching his shows and just hearing his perspective and thoughts on the game itself, like how it needs to evolve and grow, and like learning about the players and everybody inside of it. Just having that one-on-one conversation and interaction was super cool. So we're gonna go over to his height and weight like we do, crew. He's 6'1", 233, pretty good sized punter, crew. And you may or may not be young enough or old enough for this one, crew, but there's this play. They're playing the Denver Broncos. I'll put a clip in here where he punts it. Freaking, the punt returner receives the ball. Punters usually shy away from tackles, crew. Not this man, Pat McAfee. He sprints down. The guy's running down the sideline. Bam! He lays the damn wood on this cat, crew.
After that fumble on the road to atonement, and McAfee bangs him out of bounds.
Pat McAfee is going to be legend among kickers everywhere.
This was an amazing hit. It was just like freaking blew up, because you never see a punter lay the wood, man. They're usually shying from tackles, but he didn't. So that was super cool to see. It shows that he's hard-nosed and gritty, which I absolutely love to see from football athletes, and especially seeing from punters. It makes you just like, man, those are guys you can trust, because usually there's not that trust factor, So it was cool to see that he did that, crew. So we're gonna get into this build, and he's a punter kicker. So we're gonna be building the special teams characteristics out. Not a return man. He's gonna have the robo foot. We're gonna put his kick accuracy, his kick power, his kick strength all the way up there, crew. So we're gonna start him off with 2 robo foots. That puts us right now at a kick accuracy as an 85, kick power is an 80, and then the fielding is a 40 for fielding in hands, which he doesn't need, crew. So we're gonna even put, let me look at what's Supreme Boot, what's Sniper? Let me see what Sniper is. Ooh, Sniper might be there because he's a punter. Because when you're a punter, they want to be able to coffin corner kicks, and coffin corner is within that 5 yards of the corner of an end zone. So you know where the pylons are on a football field? on the front of the end zone. So the front pylons, that's like the coffin corner area. It's marked. So if you took like a little half circle from the end zone, you put it around the corner of that cone. That's the coffin corner. Within that 5-yard radius of the end zone is where you pin the team so they don't have a lot of room to work with. You can hopefully get a sack, get a safety, get a fumble, cause some chaos back there, recover the ball, whatever you can do. That's where punters make their bread, and they can also just, change the spin, or what they say, the English on the ball, so it doesn't just hit and bounce into the end zone. It hits and just dies before it goes and gets a touchback and things like that. So we're gonna put sniper up there for 2. We're gonna put sniper up there for 2. We're going to put Supreme Boot up there as well, because we're going to make this guy, we're going to make him stupid kick heavy, crew. So let me see. We might even put, hold on. Okay, so even with 3 RoboFoot, 3 Sniper, 2 Supreme Boot, our kick power still does not exceed a 96, which is sort of odd. I wanted both of those stats, both kick accuracy and power, to be at a 105, because we're just trying to make a Supreme punter, so punter kicker build. So let me take these ones down. Let me see. All right, crew. This is what we're gonna roll with. We're gonna roll with 3 RoboFoot, because it takes our kick accuracy to a 105, our kick power to a 96, and we're also doing a Supreme Boot, which that adds the kick power as well. And I wanted those to go to both of a 105 as our base level stat, but we'll just leave it there for right now. And I had to add the 2 backbreaker, so our hit power goes up to a 91. Because, man, anytime a punter makes a big hit like that, you gotta put the hit power up there. So with 2 backbreaker, our hit power is a 91, our pursuit is an 81, strip and tackle, those are at strip is at a 78, tackles at a 73, so that puts our 38 attributes for our badges for tackling, 22 for physical, where our physical went up. We have 61 acceleration, 69 agility, 99 endurance, jump is a 76, speed is a 61, stamina is a 91, strength is a 68. I'm cool with that. We have coverage. Wow, that's interesting. So our skill set tree is interesting. So our passing went up 3, which is different. It says like a throw on the run. I guess if a punter gets the ball, they do like a fake punt. He has the ability to throw the ball or run it. So our passing skill set went up on that one. We have 3 to use towards badges. So our throw on the run is at a 60. Coverage went up. We have 4 available points for badges. Our man coverage is a 61. Play recognition 75. Press coverage is 63. Zone is a 72. Our special teams, we have 42 points available, which we're going to use all those. Receiving is up at 15. So our catch and traffic, possession catch, release, route run didn't go up. Run after catch went up, and miraculous catch went up. So those are both 60. Catch and traffic is a 55. Possession's a 70. Our rushing went up as well. We have 12 points available for badges. Carries a 65. Downhill running is 58. Elusiveness is a 54. Juke is a 59. Power running 66. Spin is a 59. Stiff arm and truck stick are both 62. Our blocking went up, and our engaging went up as well. That's interesting. I was not expecting any of the other categories to have any badge point allocations. So there might be something off with as far as like the algorithm for assigning these points, but that's what we have available, crew. So we have 3 available passing, 4 coverage, 42 special teams, 15 receiving, 22 physical, 38 tackling, 12 rushing, 7 blocking, 10 engaging. And I was definitely not expecting that. So we're going to allocate those badges towards the man, Pat McAfee, and we'll see what we can do with that build. But we know we're just trying to make a special teams heavy build as a kicker, and we'll just put the other points as they seem fit, crew. So that we have for our skill set to round it out, 3 RoboFoot, 3 Supreme Boot, and 2 backbreaker. Let's roll over to the badges. We're going to go all the way to blocking. So we have 7 blocking available. I want him to influence the offensive line, because he's not going to be doing the blocking himself, because he's a punter. He's a punter and kicker. So I want him to influence the other players on the field. So when he's receiving the punt, this influence that he's going to have on his line is basically blocking the defense from coming in and blocking punts and things like that. So we're going to use, let's see, we're going to put blockade at Hall of Fame, and we're going to put dog pound at gold. So dog pound increases the entire offensive run block rating. And I put that up there because I'm just thinking of a situation where there's a fake punt. Either the fullback or the down back in the punt formation receives the ball directly from the from the center and takes it off upfield, or Pat McAfee, the punter, receives the ball, throws it, or runs and takes off with it. So he's gonna have the influence to make sure the line is gonna have an impactful block on both the passing and the running ability. So we have one for Hall of Fame on the blockade, and we have one for gold, which is dog pound. Moving over to coverage, let's see what we have. Let's see. Okay, so here's my thought process, crew. I'm gonna put Hall of Fame for influence, and as the punter, essentially you're on offense when you're punting the ball, but once he kicks it, you now become defenders. You now become the defense. And so what I'm looking at here is him punting the ball and having the impact and influence on his team to have that kick coverage. So they need to be able to tackle the ball carrier once he fields that punt, or once he fields that kick return in a case. So the special teams influence that he's going to have is giving his influence the ability for his defenders to make a tackle, make a play on the ball, either force a turnover, stop the defender from running further yards, and just making plays on the special team side of the ball. So influence is going to go up to a Hall of Fame level, and it's just going to increase the defensive rating so they can make a play, and they essentially don't make a huge, it prevents the offense from making a huge impact play on special teams. So we're going to leave that right there for kick coverage. For engaging, let's see what we have for engaging. I would think same thing as like having an influence on his team to engage on the ball. So let's see. So I'm gonna put armbar at a GOAT level because I mean, even punters, they get picked up. And back in the day, you could clean a punter up when they're running. Nowadays, I don't think the special teams unit can really clean a punter up. Like, you sort of just have to shield them from touching your returner. So we're going to put armbar up for avoiding punishment at the GOAT level. And then we have 4 more to allocate. And we're going to put solidified up there from being cut block, because you're not really allowed to cut block punters or anybody once that play's happening. So we're going to put solidified up there, because I mean, I just imagine somebody's breaking a kickoff, breaking a punt return, and Pat's just like engaging, trying to chase him down, trying to pursue, and somebody tries to cut him, and he just sort of like avoids that in a sense. So we're going to leave it right there. Armbar is at a GOAT level, solidified is a Hall of Fame level for engaging, and we'll just leave it like right there for fun. Passing, only time we're going to use passing like is a fake punt. So when he has the ability like a fake punt, he's not going to freaking just be like a Peyton Manning and just rip it down the field. He's going to have enough of an arm, because he's an athlete, right? He's an athlete, so he can just drop it off to somebody in the open field, drop it in the flat, drop it in a quick little out, a little cross in a little punt coverage. I think that's what's going to happen on a fake punt. So let's see. I think where we're going to look at accuracy on low passes. Yeah, he's not going to drop in bomb. So my thought process on this, we're going to put pinpoint up to a gold. We only have 3 points to allocate anyways, and this increases our throwing accuracy for low passes. As I mentioned, he fields the ball from the punt position. They're basically 10 to 15 yards back from the ball, from the snap. And so once he receives that, he's going to have the ability, if he steps up and runs on a fake, to be able to just dump it off short, because he's not going to just stand back there and just like find somebody way open downfield and throw like a 50-yard bomb. It's going to be just a quick 5-yard, 10-yard pickup is all you would need on a fake punt. So pinpoint's going to be those low passes that aren't going to take a lot of arm strength. They're not going to take a lot to happen. Just those quick open routes that are going to give them the first down and get the offense back on the field, so they can continue to march it down the field and eventually score a touchdown, kick a field goal, and where he's going to have the most impact. So that's what pinpoint's going to be used on the low passes. We're going to leave that at a gold level for passing. Physical, not the fastest man in the world, I would say. He's pretty good size for a punter, so he has a little bit of strength on him. So we're gonna put endurance for punting. We'll put that at a GOAT level for endurance on punting. Acceleration, center fielder, speed rating when covered in zone all day. The elusive move. What would I say with the elusive move for a punter be? Not really. Speed, we'll put those here. Silver. We'll allocate these ones evenly. I mean, energize is the endurance. So he's going to need endurance in his legs to kick the ball. He's not going to be, sprinting down the field a whole lot. He has his kick team, to cover him in those instances. But endurance is going to be there. He has to be able to continue to have that endurance to kick the ball throughout the game. Sometimes the kickers are the ones who win the game. There's just nothing but the offense is unable to score, and they're just on the field kicking all the time. So he needs that, especially that flexibility that it takes to be the kicker, to get your, their legs freaking, they can kick above their freaking heads as far as like their flexibility and strength on that. So that's going to be there. Muscle, it's just talking through it. Muscle has to go to a GOAT level, because I was thinking muscle just like, tackling, throwing somebody off, but the strength to kick a ball, is going to be massive to muscle. So we're going to put his muscle at a GOAT level. I'm not sure what his longest field goal was. No, not field goal. What his longest punt was? I'd have to look that up, but the muscle to kick a punt is definitely needed. So he has a lot of leg strength is more of anything. So muscle's going to go up to a Hall of Fame level for him. We have Shifty. He's not going to be super agile or anything like that. We're going to just do, speed rating just to get his speed up there a little bit more. I'll bump these two up to a legend level. So right now, to allocate the points, we have 2 GOAT level. We have Energize, which is our endurance, Muscle, which is going to be our leg strength for punting, and then we have 2 legend. Cheetah is acceleration, Afterburner is speed, because once he kicks the ball, we at least want him to have some speed and acceleration. If the guy returns it and does break down the field and he's the last line of defense, we want him to have speed to push him out of bounds or make a play on the ball. So physical is going to go up there, right there. And for receiving, eyes downfield, like we've done on prior builds, that's going to be at a GOAT level. When he's sitting there as a punter, he's going to have to field the ball and receive it. So I count that as a run after catch rating. So we're going to put that as a GOAT level. So Fearless is going to go up to catch in traffic. I'm going to put that at a GOAT level. So when I'm thinking the Fearless, I'm thinking they're pinned back deep in their end zone. You have Pat McAfee, the punter. His heels are on the end zone. He's right. The goalpost is right above him. The team's on the 1 yard line. He has to get it out in traffic. And so catching that ball in traffic where he only has the end zone, which is only 10 yards, to field that ball and get it out as fast as possible, that's going to be the Fearless rating, which is going to be at a GOAT level, because he has to catch that ball in traffic. The special teams defense is going to be screaming down on him, trying to block that punt so they can get a safety or punt block in the end zone. And so that's going to be the Fearless GOAT level in catching in traffic. And then we have 2 more points to allocate. And we'll just do soft hands. We'll put soft hands at a gold level, and soft hands is possession catch rating. He's going to catch the ball, so he's going to be possessing the ball as a punter, and that's going to put his soft hands ratings up there. We're having fun with it, crew. Might as well run with it. And we're talking about running, so he's not like going to be a huge runner or anything like that. I want him to be more influential in the game, help somebody out. Let's see. I'm just going to spin through these real quick. Beast mode. I think beast mode can apply to anything. It says, so it's the beast mode ability at the beginning of the game. And I know it's in the rushing category, but as a punter, they're going to get a lot of opportunities at the beginning of the game if the team is not converting drives. And so the beast mode ability can apply to the punter's ability for, having an effect on the field is what I'm looking at. So quick start is going to go up there to a GOAT level. We have 6 more to use. Spin cycle, boost it. Elusiveness rating is the first 3 seconds of a play. That's all a punter is going to have the ball for. Like, 3 seconds is a little too long as well. He's going to have to be able to catch the ball. And that new Australian rugby punting style is where, the punter runs it out to the left or to the right, where they run and they kick it, trying to change the spin on the ball and sort of just change the timing of receiving the ball, so the special teams unit has time to go down there and make a play on the ball so that you don't sort of out kick your coverage. So that boosted ability, giving the elusiveness rating to where the punter can run out like an Australian style punt and use that's going to be at a GOAT level. So we have 2 GOATs, boost it and quick start, and that's the elusiveness for the 3 seconds for boost it. Quick start's that beast mode ability at the beginning of the game. And this is the part where I wanted to make it big for Pat McAfee. The coffin corner is like what we talked about. Increase the kick accuracy when punting the ball. That's going to be at a GOAT level. Putting the backspin, so when it lands, it doesn't go to a touchback, going out of the end zone or going into the end zone. That's going to be a GOAT level. So the ball just dies once it hits the field. Knuckleballer, decrease the opponent's return rating. That's going to go to a GOAT level. Focus is the return, increase the free. The kick power is the golden boot. So golden boot is going to go, thing keeps jumping. Golden boot is our kick power rating. That's going to go to a GOAT level. Ice in the veins increases kick accuracy on field goals, extra points, clutch. Shoe spinner, attempting a field goal, extra point. Quirky bounce. Quirky bounce is a kicker performing an onside kick. So that's going to go up there. Shoe sniper is going to go up there, and ice in the veins is going to go up there as well. I know those are the extra point field goal ratings, But right now we have 7 GOAT level. We have backspin, coffin corner, golden boot, ice veins, knuckleballer, quirky bounce, and shoe sniper. Backspin is the ball doesn't continue moving when it lands, so it just dies once it lands. Coffin corner is the accuracy when punting the ball. Where you land it, and you see like the emblem, it shows that coffin corner, the pylons on the corner. You kick it within that 5-yard radius near the end zone where the ball bounces out of bounds, and you pin the offense back on the 1-yard line is where you pray to do it. That's going to be at a GOAT level. Golden boot is his kick power rating. Man had a freaking leg. Boom! GOAT level. Ice in the veins, kick accuracy on field goal extra points in clutch situations. GOAT level, baby. Shoe sniper, accuracy when attempting field goal extra points. GOAT level. Quirky bounce, this is for the onside kick. So a bounce rating when you're losing the game, you're behind, you even do like a trick onside to start the half or something like that. That's going to perform and influence the bounce on the ball. GOAT level. Knuckleballer, the opponent's return field rating. And so this decreases that. So when he kicks the ball, like I was talking about that Australian type of kick where they run it to a side and kick it and the ball spins funny. I don't know if y'all have ever received a punt in real life, but looking at the spin on the ball is wild. And if you have like really good punters that can do those type of kicks, Australian style, or even just change the spin on the ball, when you're looking at a ball and you're fielding a punt, looking at the thing spin in the air looks freaking wild, man, and trying to receive it. And so if a punter's good enough, it can throw off your ability to field that ball. So knuckleballer is going to be there at the return, decreasing the field rating, the fielding rating for the returner. That's going to be at a GOAT level. Tackling, we're going to put Devastator for that hit power.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Y'all saw the video. That man laid the wood on that Denver Broncos returner. So that's going to be at a GOAT level. Determine probability, perform power run skill. Nah, he's not going to dislodge anything or anything like that. Probability. Sure tackler. But put that sure tackler up there as well, man. Because he stuck that cat. And we have a lot of points right here. Increase the tackle rating attempting the ball carrier, just perform an elusive move. We'll put that up there. We might as well just use the points, baby. Fear tactic. Receivers catching ratings. Engaging with a blocker, dislodger. Seeker, pursuit, yes, the pursuit's going to be there because punters are really good. Punters and kickers are really good at trying to create an angle, trying to angle the returner off so they can force him out of bounds and at least slow down the ball carrier so somebody can make a play. So that's going to be at a GOAT level. Stripping, not going to really strip the ball. Probability of ball carrier will not fall forward. We'll put that there for the man McAfee. Put him up there. The probability of tackle for the run skill, no. Dislodger. Contact, fear tactic, receivers in the vicinity, increased tackle rating with engage. We'll put force field up there because you're going to have somebody spying the punter or a kicker on the field. And so having the ability to where they can just sort of be elusive and not get blocked when that play's happening, that's going to be up there at a GOAT level. We have 2 more points, and we'll put that at determined just by the name. So it increases the probability that tackle the ball carrier is performed on a power run move. And so we have 6 GOAT level: Devastator, Force Field, Halt, Seeker, Sure Tackler, and Wrangler. And then we have 1 silver, which is determined. So that hit power is I think that's the biggest one that I wanted to put in there, was that hit power, that Devastator, because he laid the wood, crew. That's going to be that one. And that'll do it for the Pat McAfee. We says we built a Supreme Robofoot, a Supreme boot, and a pure back breaker. Suggested position: slot receiver, free safety. We know we made a punter kicker. Offensive assessment is a Pro Bowler. Defensive assessment is a superstar. Damn, okay. That's interesting. We know we built the punter kicker, crew. That was fun. I think with the skill set ratings, I think it's a little wonky, but that's what we have, crew. That's our Pat McAfee build. Now I want to know your thoughts, crew. What do you think of this punter Pat McAfee build? Did you hate it? Did you love it? I know the skill sets are a little wonky as far as the allocation of the badge points. I was really expecting, only special teams heavy on this one, but with those skill sets that we picked, for whatever reason, it allocated them in all those different categories for that special team ability. And I might have to just think through it a little bit more and sort of find that justification. But we had fun with it anyways, crew. And it's just fun building these things out. And it's cool to see Pat McAfee, as I mentioned. He's such a media personality now on both the NFL, college football side. Adds such a different energy, twist, perspective, has a lot of entertainment value, super charismatic, seems like a fantastic guy to hang around, and just brings a lot of energy and light to any broadcast that he's on, and also a lot of great insight as well, crew. And like I mentioned, he's an all-pro punter, so he made the Pro Bowl, which is not an easy thing to do, and making it just into the NFL, being one of 32 punters on the field and kickers. That's just incredible, man. Anybody who can make the NFL at that level, you have to be an incredible athlete. I give a lot of heck to punters and kickers in the past just because I'm always messing around saying they're not able to make tackles. But man, they're athletic. Punters and kickers are athletic people, man. There's more guys that I've known that I've played with where I can play with guys that are just pure punters and kickers that have exceptional speed, and being a single focused individual on the field, like being a long snapper, being a punter, being a kicker, that takes a lot of focus, and you're a specialist. And so I have massive respect for punters and kickers, and I just think they add so much flavor to the game, and they win a lot of situations, last second field goals, amazing punts that nail people back in disadvantageous positions. And I just think it adds a lot of different mix to the game, and building this Pat McAfee build was a lot of fun, crew. I hope you liked it, and if you did, be sure to drop a like, hit the sub notification in the comments below. Let me know what other builds you would like to see, what other games that you would like to see. Do you want to see more gameplay? Do you want to see more builds? What other sports do you like to see? I would love to know that, crew. And I always appreciate y'all dropping in, showing the love, checking out these videos as always. Before you bounce out of here, check the descriptions below for everything QSN. We have our gaming gummies right here. And the reason I started QSN, I am a lifelong athlete and a lifelong gamer. I want to bring the two worlds together with nutrition, performance, and help gamers get healthier their entire life. Not only so we can play video games more, but so you can have a well-balanced lifestyle, knowing the principles of nutrition, health, wellness, working out. I want to bring all that information to this space and help you become better in your life so we can do what we love the most, crew. Be with our family and loved ones, play video games, and have fun together. And that's what it's all about, crew. So if you're vibing with that, be sure to drop in to our website, sign up to our newsletter. We have stuff going out every single day, and I appreciate the love and support as always, crew. We'll catch you on the next video, and Happy New Year, crew. 2024 is upon us. It's going to be a fantastic year, and remember to always stay laser focused on your dreams and your vision, and remember that you're in control. Much love, crew. Peace.